First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Jennifer Robbins.
Get sunny weather. It was career day at Keolu Elementary School, and so many talented and smart youngsters, many dressed up for the occasion. I saw firefighters, astronauts, and nurses. We talked about what it's like putting together a weather report, and they saw it firsthand what it's like being on TV, giving it a shot. My oldest son, Ethan, wasn't shy, and his little brother, Orion, was a good helper as well. A big congrats to all the Keiki from pre-K to sixth graders. It was so much fun and such an honor spending time with you. Such a bright future they all have. Let's talk about the weather today. Very interesting. Jumping over to the North Shore, we had a funnel cloud there with instability. As we take a look at the satellite and radar image, earlier today, a few thunderstorms spawned just over the western end of the state. And also we saw some converging winds that could prompt funnel clouds at times. Let's take a closer look at the science behind tornadoes and how they're formed. So this was a funnel cloud. It's not like the supercells and mesocyclones that they see on the mainland. That's when we get these really strong upper level winds, and also you can see the surface winds there. Rotation in the rotating column of clouds there, or air, and you see thunderstorms have really strong updrafts, and before you know it, that rotating column of air becomes vertical, and then it could create what's called a wall cloud in some of these supercells on the mainland. And we've been seeing a lot of outbreaks this spring there, and pretty violent as well. With the rotating column of air, it continues to build downwards, as you can see. If it doesn't reach the ground, it's actually called a funnel cloud, and that's what we saw on the North Shore today. If it does, it's a full-blown tornado, and that's what we saw on the mainland. And you can see along some of those converging winds, at times some instability, vertical lift could create a little bit of spin in the upper atmosphere there, and that's exactly what we saw. But as far as tornadoes, they do happen in Hawaii. We're talking about getting to EF0 tornadoes at times, but mainly water spouts. And once those water spouts reach land, it becomes a tornado. But fairly common, and like what we saw today, or those funnel clouds. But if it was a tornado, it's on the weak side, usually in Hawaii, up to about 65, about 85 miles per hour. So we're not seeing any strong winds associated with those funnel clouds, but really a fascinating sight to see. As we take a closer look, right now we are hovering in the 70s. A few sporadic showers have been forming over the far western end of the state. Earlier today, we had a special weather statement indicating some strong thunderstorms just north of Kauai, and you could actually see how strong these thunderstorms are. They are becoming a little bit weaker with this energy. Earlier today, it was actually in colored black, and you can see the black tops there. Those are towering cumulonimbus clouds that we're seeing. As we take a closer look at the setup for the rest of the weekend, we could have some warm days, and with after daytime heating, the cool air ushers in from the ocean, and then along a boundary layer, we could have some pop-up showers, and that's exactly what we'll see probably for Kauai, maybe for parts of those interior spots tomorrow. And you can see some of those thunderstorms that are pretty close to even the Waianae range. So if you're looking Makai and you're on the west side, you could actually see some flashes of lightning tonight with the proximity of that low pressure system closest to the western end of the state. For the rest of us on the eastern end of the state, not seeing a whole lot. We're not going to see a whole lot. It's going to be fairly dry there. So the concern the next couple of days will be towards the west. And some weather models now depict more rain coming in the picture Sunday to Monday. So wanted to give you a first alert heads up there. Sunday could be a wet one according to some of the weather models. Some of the weather models do show substantial rain up to an inch over the Garden Isle. And you can see maybe about 3/4 of an inch over Mauka locations and about 3 to 4 inches on Hawaii Island. So keep it tuned here. Your first alert team, a great tool to have is our interactive radar. About 75 to 86 degrees, and you can see surf is going to be on its way down. No significant swells coming our way into the next 7 days in Hawaii, putting a red Sunday because of the lighter winds, enhanced showers, some scattered showers on Monday, and back to breezy trade winds Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
All right, thank you so much, Jen.